Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. My name's Teresa and I'm the car boot crafter, and this month it's all about embellishments. So this year what I've done is I've got an A5 folder which I've covered and decorated, and I'm stuffing it full of embellishments. If you check out the rest of my videos this month, you'll be able to see how I've made all of these that are already in the folder. And what I'm doing as well is this folder will be a giveaway. So I'll link the video with all the details of how to win this folder in the description box below. Why don't you check it out and see if you want to be with a chance of winning this folder, or why don't you just watch the videos and make some of these yourself. Grab yourself an A5 folder and make all of these embellishments that I've made, craft along with me, and make your own. I've already added some extra goodies into this one if you're interested in winning the competition. So at the back there we've got some thank you stickers. It's on both sides as well, some thank you stickers and some others. And then in this one we've got some little envelopes which have got some extra goodies in. So if you want to win this, check it out. If not, why don't you make some yourself? It'd be fun to make a folder. So the next one we're making are these cute little hearts. Aren't they sweet? They are absolutely gorgeous and great for all sorts of things. Christmas, Valentine's, birthdays, anything. You could even use these on a present as instead of you know, those bows. You could use these instead, and they are so simple to make. And again, using up your scraps, or in this case 6x6 papers. But if you've got scraps that are bigger, you can still use your scraps. So let's pop them to one side. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 6x6 papers and you're going to cut it in half. So you're going to have 3x6 papers, and each one of these will make one of these little bows, these little heart bows. But what I realised is, because part of it's a little bit fiddly, my fat fingers are going to get in the way. So I'm going to show you how to make it using, so this is a piece of 8x8 which I've cut in half, so it's 4x8, and that's the rule of thumb for making these. It doesn't matter what size paper you use, as long as one edge is half of the other. So you could have so this is 4x8. Let's pop that one because we don't need that one. I can do another one with that some other time. So 4x8, or you could have, as I've done with this, so this size is 3x6, but you could go all the way up to 6x12 if you wanted a nice big chunky one. So let's pop that out the way and I'll show you how to make it. The other advantage using the plain paper is that I can use my pen so you can see where I'm scoring. Well, I'm not scoring, I'm folding. So there's a lot of folding in this. It's not origami because we also use glue. But let me just show you. I'll just show you. So the first thing you're going to do, regardless of size of paper, is fold it in half lengthwise. So just fold it in half. Really simple. This is really simple to do. It's just repetitive. So I'm going to use my bone folder to score that down, and I'm going to put a line in here so you can see where I'm scoring. So, oh, that's not worked, has it? There we go, a bit of a wiggly line. So there you go. So that's my first score, and then the next one is I'm going to bring up one corner. Doesn't matter which one you go with, bring up a corner, line it up with that crease in the middle, and again you're going to score that like that. So again, let's bring my pen in so you can see. So I've scored that way, and then taking that corner, so I've gone from that corner, this corner up to that corner. I'm going to go from this one up to here, following that score line in the middle. Don't go over that score line because otherwise then it gets a little bit, the paper starts to fight you. Okay, and then Let me draw that in for you. Oops. So then I've got those two folds like that in my paper, and then I'm going to do the same on this side. I've turned it round in case that confused you. Sorry, I've turned it round just because I'm right-handed, and it just makes life a little bit easier for me to try and do it that way on the right side. Right to me. So that's that one, and then fold it back up. So we're doing exactly the same as we did on this side. So let me draw those lines in for you so you can see. That's that one, and then let's go down that one. They're a little bit wiggly, but I'm trying to follow the creases, but my hand's a little bit not so steady. So that's what we've done. We've folded on this side like that. Okay, then what we want to do is flip it over on the other side, and where these two, I'll draw where they intersect. So that's where those two lines cross over. So where these cross over, you want to fold along there so that you've got a nice crease there. I'm going to turn it that way so you can see. So I'm just going to put my finger there so that we can have a nice, there we go. And it kind of wants to go there anyway. Line up these sides like that and crease like that. So now we've got a crease mark there. So this is so looking at it from this side, this is a valley, and then these ones are mountains from that side. If that helps, I don't know whether it will or not. You're going to come across to this side and do exactly the same. I'm going to pop my finger there so that I know that it's, and it like I said, it wants to go, it wants to fold at that point anyway. So line up these two edges like that, open it up, you can see the point there, it's gone straight through the middle, so we've got that fold there. Okay, and then you want to flip it over again to that side. So at the moment this is a mounting fold going straight through the middle of those like that, so it's gone all the way through. And then that makes it easy for the next one, because what you want to do then is to bring these up. These are now mounting folds. Bring these up and push it forward, so you're folding it in on itself like that, and you end up with a triangle this side, and you're going to do the same this side. Push them in like that, and then bring that down like that as well. So now you've got a square shape. Okay, so when you get to that point, so let me show you again. You've brought them all in, so these want to come in, these want to fold in like that, so bring it flat and crease. These are the same, bring those, so, and sometimes it helps to push that down in the middle and it just sort of springs up, and then push that in like that, so you end up with your square shape like that. If it's a little bit out on the top, don't worry, or the bottom, don't worry, it all comes right in the end. Next thing you're going to do is this triangle piece here. You're going to bring that up and fold it down. Now, because it's here, it's stuck there, because it's part of that, that's fine. It'll only go so far, so bring it across and crease. Open that up again. Oops, open that up again, and then bring the other one across. So you end up with a nice crease down the middle of your triangle like that. I'm going to turn it around and do exactly the same this side. So there's my triangle that I've just created, remember? And then it'll spring up so you can see it. You can see your triangle. So hold it down and bring the loose part. So you don't want to bring the whole lot because that's all one piece. You don't want to bring the whole lot, just the loose part, and bring it up as far as it'll go and crease, bring it back, and then do the same the other way. Then open it back up to where we were. Now what you've got is this large triangle with a crease mark down the middle. So let's draw that crease mark in for you on both sides. Okay, so now what you want to do is bring up one side of this triangle. So we've got that crease mark, bring up one side, and the bottom edge, this edge here, you want to line it up there. Don't go over that crease mark, just line it up and crease. Now these are all very simple steps, and if you take it one step at a time, then it'll work and will make sense. Then you've got this piece here, which is the other side. Do exactly the same. So bring it up from the bottom, from the middle, bring that edge up to line up with that crease mark there, and score that. Use your score tool to push that down and create that fold. And then do the same on the other side. So very quickly bring that point up, line it up with that crease that you've just created, and use your bone folder or your scoring tool to hold that down. Or if you're doing it by hand, you can use your fingers or your nail like that. Okay, so now we've got to this stage. What we now want to do is these that we've just folded over, I'm going to open up. So if I turn it that way, hopefully you can see that when I do that and I lift it up, it's a little pocket. So what you want to do is open this pocket up, and as you open it, it'll start to fall forward. What you want to do is to bring that down so that it forms like a square, and fold it in like that. If I use my bone folder, you'll see that it's like a little square. I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way. It's like a little square that we've created. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Once we've done that one, we want to do all of these. So we've got 4. So again, sometimes I use my bone fold, sometimes I use my fingers, sometimes it's easier. Like that. Fold that flat. Use your bone folder. Again, we're going to do exactly the same on this side. So this is that triangle that we folded in. So that one side, don't try and open it all the way up. We're only dealing with that little flap there. So if it helps, pop your finger on there, and it'll hold it. So it's just that little piece there. So open it up, bone folder or fingers, and fold it flat like that, and then fold it down. And then last one, exactly the same. I'm going to pop my finger on there so that I'm not trying to open up. If I was to have it like that, I'd be opening up the whole lot, and we don't want that. We want to just deal with this half of that triangle. So again, push it forward to create a little square like that. Unfortunately, oh hello, if I use the back of this, so hopefully you can see what we've created. So we've created those little squares like that, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Now this is the point when I'm going to bring my glue in, and I pull it back so that we're opening all the way down to the back piece, and I'm just going to put a little line of glue. Doesn't matter, you don't have to be careful particularly about it. it just holds the pieces in place. So pull it in, pull it up, open it all the way, so all the way back to that first fold that we did. Put in a line, fold it back. You don't have to do this, it's just that for me it just seems to work and hold things a little bit in place for me. Okay, let's pop those out the way. So once you've got to this state, the next thing you're going to do is, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So take them individually. So if you pull it up, you'll see, oops, and this is what I mean about it getting fiddly. Pull it up and then fold it in half. You've already got a crease mark in the middle, and that's fine, but fold it again back on itself just to reinforce that fold a little bit more. And then what we're going to do, I wonder if I could get that in there just to make life easier for you. So then what we're going to do is, I'm just putting these in so you can see. So we've got our, let's fold that out of the way. Don't worry about folding this out of the way, it's just so you can see it. So now we've got this square here, and what we want to do is fold. So there's the open end. Okay, so we've got an open end down here, and this is in the middle. And this is a closed end where all our folds are. And what we want to do is create a kite. So the way we do that is to put our finger at the open end, so this piece, and then bring that up to create a kite using, again, that center crease. Let's put that line in so you can see. Using that center crease as a guide to fold in like that, and then do the same on this side like that. Okay, and what you end up with then is a sort of a kite shape. So let me take those out and I'll do the rest of them. So you've got this little kite shape there, and you want to move on and do the rest. And the way I do this is I just keep turning. So again, you've got the open end of that square. I'm going to pop my finger there. This is the crease line that we're just reinforcing. Let's do that. And then I'm bringing up, so there's my open end there, pop my finger there and bring up that to create my kite shape. And the same on this side. Then move on to the next square. And do the same again. Oops. Over folded. Try not to go too far over that crease line. Well, try not to go over it. Actually, it's the easiest way of doing it. But if you do, try not to go too far or come back and refold. Again, popping my finger on the point there on the inside where it's open, folding that up, and that side as well, like that. So we're at that stage, and apart from all my pen marks, it's quite a pretty little look. Once we get to here, and I do like to use my pokey tool for this, the next thing we're going to do is open these up. So again, we've got our kite shape there that we made from that square, and now we've got each side of the kite, and we're going to treat those individually. So we're going to go round, so pop something in there like that, so you've opened it up, and then push that down like that, and fold that down again, pop that in, push it down and fold, and keep going all the way around like that. another one like that. And it's only the bits that we've just folded in. Don't try and open the whole thing. Don't try and open it all the way up and going all the way to there, because you'll get a very odd shape. You get an upside down kite. Just go to that score mark that we've just created. So again, now what I do with my pokey tool is I go all the way up. So when you open the pocket, there's a natural little stop at the top, and it just helps me to have something to resist against when I'm folding it down. Again, open that up, and that one, and this one. Okay, and then once you've opened all of them up, get your bone folder in there and just flatten them down a little bit. It just helps. Once you've got to there, you'll find one way or another, so when you hold these 2 points, it just sort of folds like that. But if you hold these 2 points, it stands proud. So if you push it back a little bit, it stands up a bit like a sort of a bow. So what you want to do is one of these sides, and sometimes it can depend on the paper, one of these sides you're going to fold back on itself like that. And you can see now the heart starting to form. So I'm just going to use my bone folder to hold them down. So we've gone from that, folded that back to create that. I'm going to just lift that up a little bit, and I always put a little bob of glue at the bottom just to hold it like that. And then to finish off the heart shape, you're going to come in and fold these 2 points down like that. So you've now got a heart shape. Again, I usually put a little bob of glue on there, both ends like that. And because you've got a lot of paper there, you're going to have to pin them just to hold them in place till the glue grabs, unless you've got some glue that grabs really well. So that looks a bit of a mess because of all my pen marks on it, but you end up doing all those folds and you get to that point. Okay, and I've just glued everything down, and what you've got now is a lovely cute little heart shape. But these points here, so on here, these points do start to stick up. So what I've done is I popped something in the middle. Now I was thinking I could put a little bit of bling in there, I could put a button in there, but I didn't have any buttons that were small enough, so they're a bit too big and kind of dominated the whole thing when I put them on there. But what I do instead is I remembered I've got Craftwork candy. So let me find the little bag I was using. So I've got a ton of it, and it's just, what do I do with it? So I thought this would be ideal. Oh, where's that gone? I know I popped it back in here. There it is. So let's pop those to one side out the way. Those can go back in my drawer. So these are little candies that I've bought and had them for absolutely ages. So I'm going to use these to hold down my the centre of my little heart. So I'm just going to find one that I use, and I use you can glue them down, but I like to use the foam pads. They're tiny little foam pads. I'm not even sure what size they are, but they do fit inside. So let's see if we can find one that will go in there nice. So we've got those ones. I think that one will be, or do I go with something that's completely contrasting? What do you think that would be in there? That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? But then again, with that, oops, that's the only problem. It just pings up a little bit. What about that one? Do we like that one? I think contrasting actually is going to be better. Let's see. Great. No, I think the pink is going to be good. What do you think? So let's flip that one over. Let's pop our little tiny little foam pad in the middle. Take off the backing. And then position that in the middle. Hold all of those down. Pop that in the middle. And that will then hold all of those down and in place. But they're upwards enough that you kind of see a little bit of shadow and movement in them. So there you go, there's 3 done to go in my embellishment box, and I'm going to make some more to go in mine. Now that's the end of the demo, but I am going to make another one, so if you want to stick around and see how I get on with making one this size, then you are more than welcome. Let's take those off because I'm not going to keep that one. Not after I've drawn all over it. So let's so this is a piece of 3 by 6, so let's just get on and do it. So fold it in half like that, open it out. I'm not going to draw the lines and stuff on. I'm just going to do it, and this is how quick, once you've got the idea, this is how quick you can do them. These are so quick and easy to make. And I know I gabbed a lot and talked a lot demoing how to do it on the larger piece. But once you get into it, I'm just turning it all the way around. There's my centre crease again. Once you get into it, it's so simple to do. These are, and you can do them, because I love doing them because they're any size. So for parties or to go on some presents or something, you can do larger ones. The 6 by 12 are quite a nice size. They're not that big. They're quite a nice size. So hold on, I need to concentrate a second. Find my middle. There it is. Put my finger there. Fold it over. Yeah, it's quite a nice size, so you can make some really nice fancy. If you don't want to be putting bows on presents, they can be really nice. Or if it's, you know, for someone you love, then a heart embellishment on there instead of a bow can be really cute. And once we get to that point, what do we do next? Yes, we fold those in. So just push that in, and they all want to fold in. So that's that. And if it fights against you, that's fine. Just get your bone folder out and reinforce. And the same with this side. So there's it laid out. Easiest thing, pop your finger in the middle. These sides spring up and then just push and they'll come together like that. Bone fold them all together. And then let's do the next step. Bring that side up, bone folder, bring it the other way, bone folder, open it back out. I turn it round just because for me it's easier because I'm right-handed. Bring that piece up, bring it back, bring the other side up, open it out. Okay, once we get to there, then actually at this point I'm going to glue those down. Might be a bit easier than trying to do it when we get to the other bits. So open that up, line of glue there, bring that down. Let's rub that in. That might work easier than trying to do it a bit later on, which I have been doing. Okay, right, when we get to this stage, I'm going to bring this up and fold it up like that. Make these squares. No, to make squares on the top. Ta-da! And I find it really easy just to do one fold at a time. So because we have to do some of the folds 4 or even 8 times, so this one we're doing 4 times to bring that up, I just find it easier to kind of do it this way. When we're at that point, so we've got these that we've just folded in, we then use our fingers to open them out. If you're still with me, lovely. Should we do a giveaway? Shall we do a giveaway? A hidden giveaway, obviously, because I think a lot of people will have already gone by now, so it's just between us. Let's do a hidden giveaway. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I'll think of something and I will tell you when I reveal it, but when I reveal the winner, should I say. So let's do another one there, like that. So to be in with a chance of winning the hidden giveaway, what you'll need to do is, what word should we say? I want a word that say candy. Yes, say candy with an I. So if you comment below, use the word candy with an I, and I will add you to my hidden giveaway to win something. Not sure what, but it'll be something. I will dig out something, maybe some 6x6 papers. We'll see. I've got absolutely tons of 6x6 papers, so to be able to do something like this that uses them up, or uses my scraps, because 3x6, I've got a lot of scraps that would be that size. Now when you start folding it and you get that little bit of an overlap, don't worry about that, because we're going to open it up so it won't show. So don't worry about being 100% precise with this. I think if you're going to be precise, it's those first 3 or 4 folds that you want to be precise on, but these ones not so much, because you're folding it out. So there we go. There we are. So let's bring the pokey tool out. So yes, if you're wanting a chance of winning a 6x6 paper pad, which I will sort out and show you what it is on the when I draw the names out the hats. So there's those 2, and what I'll do is I'll do all of the giveaways. So the folder giveaways, there's a couple of hidden giveaways that I've done. All of those I will do in my very last video of September, and that gives you plenty of time to catch up and comment. So there we go, nearly done. And you can see now, because I'm using this paper with the white on one side and the patterned on the other, you can see it's starting to, oh hello, why is that gone out? Oh, my laptop has turned itself off and my light is plugged into the laptop, so I'm really sorry about that, but hey ho. So we got to that point. I don't need to do the glue because I've already done it. So again, if you do that, it just folds in half. If you do it the other 2 points, it stands proud. So that makes it easier to know that you fold one of those down like that to create the heart. So when you do that, it stands proud. So fold one of these back on itself to create that heart. Then get your glue out, and a little bit of glue on that to hold it down. Excuse me, and a little bit of glue on there to hold those down. I'm going to use a peg to hold that in place while I do the next, because it's smaller and this paper is slightly thicker, very slightly thicker than this that I used to make this one. So I'm going to peg it, and then again I'm going to flip it over, make it easier, just fold in those these 2 points, these two here. Flip it over and fold those in. And again, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. And I'm going to peg those as well, just to hold it all in place. Like that. A little bit of glue. Hold it down. That one on there. So that's that one done. And while it's pegged and it's drying, let's see if we can find a nice piece of candy to go in the middle. What you can do if you want is you could get your glue and just lift those up and put a little tiny little bit of glue in there just to hold it if you prefer. So just lift it up and put a little bit of glue in, and that will hold it all in place if you prefer that. But I quite like the candy. I've glued those two, so I'm going to have to do all of them now, aren't I? There we go. So that would hold it. You'd have to put something in the middle to hold it flat. There you go. So that would hold it like that, but I do prefer the candy. Where did I just put that? There it is. I knew I had it somewhere. There they are. So let's get that and pop that in the middle. And then, oh, there's 2 pieces, bonus, 2 pieces of the same candy. Let's take that off the back, and I can pop that on there, and then just wait for all my other glues to dry. And there we go, that's a 4th one done. So yeah, so I think these are so cute, and I really do enjoy making them. So yeah, have a go. Have a go at making a whole folder along with me. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So yeah, don't forget to check out the video in the description box if you want a chance to win the whole embellishment folder. All I've got to do now is pop that onto there, pop those 4 onto there like I've done with the others, and yeah, then I've got to think about what I'm going to do for, I've got another 1, 2 to do. So think about what other 2 embellishments I'm going to do. So let's pop the candy away. All done. And yeah, if you want to win the hidden giveaway, don't forget, use the word that I suggested in the description, in your comments box below, and I'll do the draw on the last day of September. Okay, take care. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.